Hey everyone, welcome to our 4 o'clock live chat. I am Heather, and we do come to you live each and every day, Monday through Friday. But Monday through Thursday, we're here at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. And then on Fridays, we're here at 8 and 10. However, starting Monday, those hours are changing. So I'm going to put those hours up for you right now. And we're going to be here the same amount of time, just on the odd hours. And so we will be starting at 9 o'clock on Monday. So if we're not there, just wait an hour and jump back on and we will be there. So we're still on Facebook, the last scheduled time of the day. So we'll be on Facebook at 5 on Monday through Thursday, and then on 11 or at the 11 slot on Fridays. So I hope everybody is having a marvelous day today. We are going to continue our airbrushing. Put some snap back on real quick. And notice how in the 2 o'clock, I used the Stark lip liner, and that bad boy is still on. It is still on. So I'm telling you, it does have some staying power. Now, every time we do our lives, we do like to go over the basics, the beginning, because of all the people that are interested in Luminous and want to hear more about it. So we do like to go over our starter kit. And this is the Icon. Icon, it's one of our starter kits. We have the Icon Pro. Hey, Peggy, how are you? We have the Icon Pro, and the Icon Pro is 2 speeds. So if you want to do some tanning or body work, airbrush your legs, things like that, you can get the Pro. And then we also have the Legend, but all the instructions are the same. And so what I'm telling you for one, you can do for all of them, which is really great. But it does come with the 2 bottles of foundation, Love, and Blush. And so that is plenty of makeup to one, practice and get used to airbrushing, because there is a learning curve just because it's a different way of putting on makeup. And one thing we do, let me find this. This is the steps. Oops, let me take the banner off real quick. These are the steps that we want you to do when you get it. So we want you to get it out. I have an eyelash in my eye. We want you to get it out, plug it in, and then start airbrushing. That meaning just turn it on and there's air that comes out, and move that stylus around and feel the air as it comes out. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. And then you can always go and afterwards put water in here and start pulling back on the trigger. So pulling back on the trigger is going to show you how it's going to feel when airbrushing. So there's nothing scary or crazy about that. You're just using the air to start learning, and then you're just using water. And so that's going to get you used to it. So hello, Candy, how are you? When you can feel, like, I know it's in there somewhere. It's gonna bug me. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I did put some snapback serum on. And each time since the noon, we started playing up the eyes. And so I want to continue that. And I'm actually going to do the eyes first with I'm using the Nude and Naughty palette. This one. And we used one of the shimmery browns. It's in the corner. And I used that right there on the lid just to... the first time I did it was very neutral, very light. Muzette, how are you? Good to see you. And so the second time, can y'all hear this? I got a new stool, but now can y'all hear it squeaking? It's driving me crazy. And so I did that to enhance that brown, but then I also used it to line as well. Yes, Musette loves this palette. Now I'm going to grab one of my blending brushes, and with a kind of a light, I'm going to go light brown. I'm going to do a matte color, and I'm going to put that in the upper part of my crease. I might have had a darker color on here, but it's going to mix with that shimmer brown, but it will because it's matte, it'll create a little more depth. All right, so go back and forth. And that in itself can create more of some depth, some dimension, because even if the colors are off just a little, it's still, think of it like it's hair colors, because you know, sometimes if we go get our hair color where we do highlights or low lights, most of the time it's not in a big drastic change. It's just a slight change, but it makes so much difference because it shows different textures in your hair and gives your hair some movement. And so same thing with the eyes, it creates a little bit more, you know, I'm going to say it, oomph, so you can really get in there. All right, so now I am going to go in with a darker color and just the dark brown. And I'm going to do that on the outside crease. Oh, Lord, Candy. And go back and forth. Just right there on the outside. Not bringing it in too much. Not even really lifting up my brush. I'm just sticking right there and blending. Okay. Now, looking, you know, I tell you guys to step back and look in the mirror and see what needs to change. I'm thinking like right now, maybe it's looking a little bit too dark, even on the inside, for whatever look that I'm going for. And, you know, I might another day look and go, oh, perfect. So I am going to go in with just, I think I'm still going to do a matte, very neutral color right here, just to lighten that up just a smidge. Musette, you're so sweet. Candy on YouTube has me on a 70-inch TV, and I'm like, woo, she can see everything. So just want to brighten it up a little bit. Let me see. Maybe I want to go with the shimmer. Let's try this one. Sometimes I just do it until I'm like, yeah, that's it. Or maybe it's looking too dull and I need to brighten it up. I think I'm liking that better. All right. So now, taking that away, you know, maybe there's fallout here, so I can go back in. I have one of my wipes, and I can clean that up without messing anything up, because I haven't started anything. I haven't, you know, I haven't done any of my CC concealer. I haven't done any airbrush. And so I am able to clean that up. And now putting that on again. This was the snapback serum. I'm just putting a little bit more on since I wiped it away. Oh, really? Oh, Lord, that just seems like a lot of heather on a 70-inch TV. All right, so now that we have the eyes somewhat done, I'm still going to do something to them, but most of the eyeshadow is going to be done. If I need to tweak it, I still have time to do that or room to do that. But now I can go in. Let's go ahead and stick with our glow that we're using to highlight. And spraying under the eyes. I'm going to do it. I might do it a little more severe than I normally do. Just to show some different options. Oh, you know what I want to do though? Hold on. I'm going to powder first. So I'm taking my translucent powder. And powdering to make sure that I stay matte, make sure it gives me that kind of polished look. Now I can go back and do my highlighting under the eyes. Now you can do that. You could do all foundation and then go back and highlight under the eyes. So, you know, we can try it that way another time as well. Oh, it did work? Don't put it in boiling water. Just put it in hot water. Candy, you're so sweet. All right, so now just going in, highlighting a little bit more. Now, these Mariette lines, guess what? I can highlight them. And what that's going to do, because remember, contour is going to create that shade. So if I'm highlighting, it'll open that up a little bit. So they maybe won't be as prevalent. And go a little bit under here. Okay, so right now it's pretty light, but that's okay. Why? Because I know what else I have in store. This is just the highlight part, right? This is just the beginning, just the start. Now I'm going to take my matte bronzer. There it is. Shaking it up. Shaking, shaking. And then putting my drops in, and I'm going to contour with the matte bronzer. Put my hair behind my ears. I start my movement. See how light that is, guys? That is how light you're spraying. If you see a line, a harsh line, then you know that maybe you're pulling back too much. Maybe you're too close. Maybe you're not moving your stylus. That's why practicing with just the air or with water helps you, because you're doing 3 things all at once. And so getting this movement down and the distance down where you don't even have to think about it, it's like brushing your teeth. You're able to do it in a just in muscle retention alone. Or muscle memory, yeah. All right, going up here a little bit more. Do a little bit on the temples. I'm going to do a little bit on my nose. Because you can thin out a nose, you can elongate or shorten a nose, whatever you need to do. And there we go on that. And then now, I'm letting all that go out. And now, let's do, woo! Let me shake this up. I'm using one of the luminizers. Make sure to shake it up, because if you don't use a product a lot, like our luminizers, that might not be something you use every single day. And so you do need to make sure to shake them up a good 30 seconds before using it, so we make sure that all that pigment is nice and mixed in. Give me a thumbs up if you use luminizers. I want to see if people use the luminizer. So this is the rose gold illuminizer. We got one thumbs up. Who? Let's see. Yay, Jeannie uses it. Okay, so now we have that rose gold. And now, because I went from a shimmer, rose gold, contouring, all that, Candy uses them. Now I'm just mixing, I'm cleaning it out a little bit, just because I went from a contour to a shimmer, and now I'm going to do the foundation. And so I'm just running water through it. And then I'll get my foundation, shaking it up. Now, the other bonus about doing all of this first is now all I'm using the foundation for is to blend everything together. So I don't have to really worry too much about coverage, because I got it. So now I'm just blending and softening the edges. So again, starting one spot, working my way around, and I do one complete pass. Yes, Jeannie. Jeannie said that she used my trick on using the rose gold everywhere. It's going to be, and that's exactly right. It is stronger than love. And so when you want that extra kick, you can do that. But isn't it great how we can change up these looks all the time? Like, it doesn't matter how, if you wake up and you're in a hurry, you're like, bam, 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 already know what I need to do. If you have a little extra time, you're like, do I feel like shimmery? Do I feel matte? You can make those changes every day with Luminous. And the fact that a lot of our products have multiple uses is another lifesaver, time saver. Thank you, Candy. Go back on. And then there we go. So I already had the coverage, but now blending, you can still see my highlight. You can still see the rose gold. My contour is softer, not so bold. There we go on that. And I'll clean my stylus. And so we're done with airbrushing. So if I needed to add anything, I can. If I wanted to add a pinkier blush, I could. I don't have to add blush. I have a contour. I have my rose gold. Do I need a blush? Probably not. But now I can go in. I'm going to do some liner and reapply some mascara. So this is our brown Persuasion eyeliner. And I'm going to do just a thin line. Right there. And see what a difference that makes. Adding that just kind of completes it. But again, it would depend on the look I wanted. I would have been fine without the eyeliner, it would have looked just as good. It just, if I wanted that more precision, more, oh, you know I'm going to say it. Hello, Amber. So now I'll add a little bit more mascara to the light pass of mascara. We did earlier today, we did a super light pass of mascara, only on one side of the lashes to act almost as just tinting the lash. And a little bit more here. And down below. And I'm going to straighten those lashes out. Get it on the, separate these bad boys. I don't know what they're doing over there. Woo, love mascara. And then I can still pop it up with adding a little more of the lip liner, and I'm keeping this as my lipstick. And there we go. Bam, we are done. So there you go. Any questions? So easy. We really jazzed up the eyes, took it a step farther each and every time, starting at the noon one. Very polished look. We have our contour, our shimmer. Doing the powder first is going to give you a kind of a more complete look, a more made up look. And try it. I mean, you might not like the powder underneath. I just know that it does help with the I'm not as shiny throughout the day. It keeps me very matte. And then that way I can put my shine wherever I want it and not deal with just wherever I would get shiny. That makes sense. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been so much fun. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. We're on our same times tomorrow, or on Friday. It will be at 8 and 10. So starting Monday will be the new time. So, all right, guys, thanks so much, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.